Hello everyone, what is cooking, all you good looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location. A super cool spot. I mean, check this out. Beautiful red rock formations over here, some sort of river crossing, nice picket fence. Well, it's not really a picket fence. Nice post fence, barbed wire. I don't really know what you'd call this, but it's one of these fences over here. A nice, beautiful row of trees. I mean, this just looks like a really, really cool place. And it begs the question, where in the world are we? And that's where I am kind of stumped. I'm thinking 3 places in the world, and it could obviously be others, but the 3 places that come to my mind are Arizona, or perhaps New Mexico, you know, somewhere like that, South Africa, and then Australia. I think the location I'm going to go with is Australia. I mean, there is a lot of red earth in Australia. There also is some in the United States as well, and some in Africa as well. We got some red earth right over here. The trees are hard to tell, but I don't think they're North American trees. That's really what I'm going with. These trees, especially over here, they don't look really North American to me. So I'm going to go with Australia on this one. Where in Australia is very hard to guess. I'm going to go with Queensland, but like over here in this sort of corner, the one we don't visit too often. So let's make the guess, and the answer was completely wrong. My God, Brazil! Wow, that's Brazil? Ooh, that is not something I would have guessed. Wow. We were in Mato Grosso. My goodness, that is really, really cool. We find ourselves right over here. Wow, that is very surprising, I must say, but there you go. I mean, it's very conclusive. We were near Rondonópolis in Mato Grosso, Brazil. Wow, that's pretty awesome. I wonder if any of you guys guessed anywhere in South America. I mean, sure, maybe Bolivia, but honestly, I still wouldn't have guessed Bolivia either. Brazil seems quite a surprise to me, but hey, pretty cool indeed. Hopefully some of you guys got better than I did. All right, here we are in the beautiful wilderness. Just 2 dudes in canoes. That kind of, well, it doesn't really rhyme. I was going to say that kind of rhymes. Well, I guess it kind of rhymes, but not really enough to make any sense. 2 guys, canoes, fishing on the shore here. It looks like they're having a good time, and this is today's daily challenge. Now, of course, in regular not old-fashioned, new school 21st century style, you can't go anywhere in the world without your cell phone. So they are here charging it right on the beach. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this really isn't efficient. I mean, you got sand around, guys. The sun, you can see it's right over here. You should probably be tilting this towards the sun. In fact, from this angle, it looks like it's even facing away from the sun. It's not hard to just push up a little sand mound and at least make those pointing there and make your phone charge a hell of a lot faster. But I guess you're not really concerned with that. It's probably the morning, considering, I mean, that's a great time to go fishing, whereas if it's the evening and you find yourself in a place like this, unless you've got camp set up, which these guys don't seem to have, you might get a little bit caught off guard here. I mean, yeah, you should probably get your camp set up, unless it's morning again, in which case that's fine. It's just that it seems like we're really out in the middle of nowhere here, so these guys must have somehow gotten here. I don't know how. I mean, they must have canoed here. That's what I'm assuming, unless they're coming from this direction over here. Although there are an awful lot of footprints on this beach, so these guys must have been walking around quite a bit. I'm assuming maybe this is their 2nd day here, and they've taken down camp. Maybe their campground is actually set over here. They don't want to be out on the sand, which, I mean, fair enough, to be honest. You don't want to be on the sand. Maybe they do have camp set up out over here. So, like, there might be some sort of sign on this tree. But yeah, I mean, this looks like a great place to be. It looks really, really awesome. So, what is this? This is a daily challenge, and that means it's up to you guys to tell me, where in the world do you think we are? Put it down in the comment section below and tell me, where in the world do you think this awesome location is? In tomorrow's video, much like in the section you just saw, I'm going to make a guess as to where I think it is. Now, I mean, I've got an idea as to where I think it is, but it's pretty much founded on shifting soils. So that doesn't really make any sense as some kind of analogy. But what I really mean is that's just based on something that really almost nothing. I think we can be pretty much anywhere in a hemisphere. I mean, there you go. I'm guessing that there's pretty much a hemisphere's worth of guesses that I think we're in, to be honest. So there you go. This might be a little bit tricky, but hey, hopefully some of you guys have some hot ideas. Put it down in the comment section below if you do, and tell me where in the world do you think you find this awesome place. In tomorrow's video, like I was trying to explain, I'm going to make a guess as to where I think it is, and then I will announce whoever guessed closest in the comment section of that video. So if you want the glory of knowing you are that day's top GeoGuessr, today's, well, it's really going to be tomorrow because tomorrow's when it'll be announced, then put your guesses down and tell me where in the world do you think this beautiful place is. Alrighty, well, here we are in the main section of today's episode, and today it is a viewer challenge, one brought to us by someone who prefers to remain anonymous, and that is totally fine with me. Of course, if you guys would like to send in a challenge, you can go to geosetter.com, geosettr.com, create your own custom challenge, and then send it to me using the YouTube inbox system. Or if you really don't want to do that, you can post it as a comment in one of the videos. Of course, the YouTube inbox system really is the best answer because it almost guarantees that I get it. Now, again, you never can trust the YouTube inbox system, nor can you trust the comments. Sometimes, I mean, there are like some legitimate comments that I get sort of emails about, and then I just can't see them, can't reply to them, can't see them. YouTube comment system kind of sucks, really, and it sucks for other reasons, especially, you know, on big channels where spam is a problem, then that's a real issue. Even on sort of a small size channel, I mean, or like a really small size channel like mine, the things you get is like comments get automatically spammed, marked as spam a lot by YouTube. If you go to a big channel and you look at the comment section, there's tons of spam, but, you know, in my comment section, sometimes things that totally aren't spam will get marked anyways, so it's a little bit weird, but there you go. Using the YouTube inbox system is definitely the best option. Now, if you guys want to send custom challenge like the one we got here today, there's a theme to this one. It is hidden code, inspired by a challenge that we did a long time ago by a user that goes by the name of Luanli1989. Been watching forever. Everyone knows Luanli. Yeah, that was a challenge, hidden code. Now, I totally didn't pick up on the hidden code in that one. The hidden code worked as such. The first letter of the location, usually it was the name of the country that we were in. You sort of add all those and it'll give you a location. It'll give you like a secret word. So now we have like more clues. We can guess the hidden code before we're done and use that to figure out where we are if we're kind of stuck, especially if you put us in sort of a small island place. So thank you very much to the user who will remain anonymous, because that's what they've chosen. Of course, if you guys want to remain anonymous, make sure in the message you tell me not to show your name, or else there'll be a tab open right over here, and then your name is going to be there, and I'm going to mention it. So very nice. Thank you so much for this challenge. Hidden code. Well, we remember how that works, which is good. At least I remember it. I didn't have to go check it, but there you go. And now we are going to do the challenge. Of course, if you guys want to do this challenge, click down in the description below. Click on the link. You can do this challenge yourself whenever you please. So, very nice. Okay, find ourselves in sort of a beachy location, and the great part about this is we actually have a clue that we know now. If we look down over here, we've got this, which is we got some Cyrillic, fairly certain. Don't think, yeah, that's Cyrillic. That's not that's not Greek, is it? Well, we're gonna find out, won't we? Okay, so we got a really nice location. I'm trying to figure out if we can see some water. Okay, it's hot Ephes. This makes me feel like this is a little bit more Greek, to be honest, but Greece would have EU license plates, right? Would it? Oh, okay, well, this really helps. Thankfully, license plates have gone uncensored here, which is pretty cool. We got a K, KZ. I mean, you know, this is very obvious what country we're going to be in now. We're in Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. Very cool. So where in Kazakhstan can we be? Well, I mean, if I had to guess, I would say Akta because it's kind of near the water, and that's where. Yeah, well, this we haven't really seen any evidence that this is anywhere near water, right? We've seen this. Oh, okay. Well, there's some water here. There's some, but like, look at this. This is like a lake or something. So maybe we're not there. Maybe we're like over here on this North Aral Sea. Do I think we're there? Maybe, maybe not. It's hard to tell. Maybe we're over here on this thing. It's hard to tell again where we are. Now, I think we did see we were here before. No, we were there. Yeah, we were on the shore of this one, weren't we? I forget where we were, but it was very big. It was a very big lake. We're in Kazakhstan somewhere. Kazakhstan's huge though, so it is hard to guess where we are. I mean, I like to think we're near the Caspian Sea, but, I mean, looking at this, there's no evidence that we are, and I guess if we were near the Caspian Sea at some kind of a resort, we would probably be, seeing the Caspian Sea, which isn't what we're seeing right now. So, I'm gonna guess, I mean, I could guess this thing, but really, I mean, what are the odds? Sure, no, I don't want to guess that. That seems like too much. Let's go. Let's just say this is where people from where are there any like mountains or hills up here? Yeah, well maybe we're like there. Do we think we're there? I don't really. I have no idea. All right, let's say people from Astana go here, and it is Lake Tengiz. Sure, why the hell not? We're gonna place ourselves right up here and just make the guess. The answer: no. We were on this other small-ish lake down here, in this small-ish bay right here, in a place that has a name. We can see it right there, but I can't really figure it out. We're near Kapshagay. Okay, well, regardless if it's a name, if the challenge, if the key of the hidden code is named after the city it's close to or the country, it's a K, which is pretty sweet. So we've got that. K. Interesting. Looking at this, it's very hard for me to tell where we are. I honestly don't know where this is. Interesting. First thing that comes to mind is something like Ireland or Scotland, really. I mean, I don't know if there are things like this in Ireland or Scotland. I've never been, but I think there are. Right? Question mark. Yeah, maybe. I really don't know. I mean, it definitely could be a thing. I mean, look at this. Wow, this is really, really cool, though. I mean, check out these big buildings. I mean, they don't look. They don't. I mean, it's probably really old, but it doesn't. I mean, it looks like there could be something like this still standing. It looks like there are things like this still standing. It's what makes it interesting that this is in such a state of ruin. Is this particularly older than a lot of those, or is this, is there a reason why this is in such a state of ruin? Was this like this because of war? Is this like this because of maybe it was just abandoned, because there are structures like this with architecture sort of at least similar to this that are still standing today, right? I mean, I don't actually know where this is. Depending on what this is, I may be completely wrong on that base. I mean, okay. I mean, do all the buildings that are still standing like this have windows? Because that's a thing, right? There's no glass here, and I don't assume that there ever was. Like these sort of openings like this make me feel that these were just straight up holes in the wall. I don't know. I mean, maybe there was glass there at one point, but do all the buildings that sort of have at least a similar look to this in real life have glass? And do the buildings that I'm thinking of, and I can't really bring one up in my head, have they always have glass, or have they been retrofitted with glass? Or are there some still standing today that don't have any glass? Those are all some questions that I'm thinking of right now, and I honestly don't know the answer to, but they're probably not even interesting questions to ask, but they're ones that I'm asking nonetheless. I mean, it is sort of an interesting. Let's go see. Can we see the language here? What does this say? Footpath closed. Okay, well that helps, because that at least tells me that maybe my instinct wasn't wrong. All right, so do we go for Ireland or Scotland on this one? I mean, again, we could be in the UK. Okay, well, if we're in Scotland, we are in the UK. Well, we're going to see about that, right? Is that... Anyways. Never mind that statement. So, anyways, ignore that. Ireland or Scotland? Good question. We're gonna go with Ireland. Ireland is the place we're gonna go with, and Limerick. Sure, it's a nice place. Let's make the guess. England is the answer. Sort of northern England, sort of near this Orion's belt, as like what I call it. Liverpool, Manchester, Leeds. See, they're kind of they're big cities. They've all got they've all got like Premier League football clubs, right? I think so. So that in my mind that means they're big cities. I don't know if it doesn't mean that they're big cities, but in my mind that does mean that they are. I would assume Manchester is the biggest one. Then maybe Liverpool, then Leeds, but I honestly have absolutely no idea. Maybe I'm going to go check up on the population of all these three places. But to me, it's like three big cities in a line like this, sort of like Orion's belt. But there you go. We were in a place called National Trust Fountains Abbey and Studley Hall Water Garden Fountains Abbey. All right. Well, there you go. That is very cool. That's where we were. So now the real question is this England or is this Fountains Abbey? Well, we're going to call it, it's England, right? We're definitely, no, Scotland starts like almost up here, right? Yeah, it starts right here. Oh, crap. It starts right here. So England, this isn't Wales. It's definitely not Northern Ireland. It's just straight up England. Or is it the UK? Well, we're gonna figure out what it means later. Or is it like G, but KG doesn't really make any sense unless it's a 3-letter acronym. But that doesn't really make sense. This could be Great Britain, but again, that isn't. So we're gonna go with it's probably England. So KE is what we've got now. I don't know what that could be. Honestly, it's a difficult word. 2446 is what we got. Farup Aqua Park. Okay. Well, the last time we were in an aqua park, and it's a place where I would imagine they might call it an aqua park and not a water park. Is Sweden. We were in Sweden the last time. We were at some kind of aqua park. Photoshop, maybe. Is that an A with a circle over top of it? It might be. So Sweden might have been correct on this one. Although we did find out that they do apparently have those circles over in Denmark, over the A's in Denmark, and then maybe by sort of that logic, you would also find them in Norway, which I wasn't aware of. At least we did see some A's with circles over top of them when we were in Copenhagen a few episodes ago. So yeah, Swedish water park. I don't know what. See, this seems about right? Udgang, KES. Jesus, what could that even mean? For whatever reason, I'm not even thinking of a word that could have those letters in it. But yeah, Sweden seems to make sense. Okay. It's what I'm gonna guess. Really, there's really nothing else. My first instinct seems to have maybe worked. Yeah, look at that. See, in this thing, in Farup, there's also a little circle above the A. No flag. It's a white flag, but so that means that we can pretty much ignore it. Again, A with a little circle. So we could be in. We're gonna go with Sweden, just because that's what I associate with the A with the circle over it, and also what I associate with water parks for whatever reason, which is a weird thing to say. Sweden water parks, I don't know. It's just what. Maybe we're at the same water park we've been to before. I really doubt it because it looked nothing like this. To be honest, it looked very, very different. Yeah, none of this is like what we saw last time. Well, that's interesting and a bit weird. But yeah, all right. Shall we go with Sweden? Sure. Where are we? Let's say that this is a water park for the nice people of Stockholm. So, it's just a bit outside of town, kind of near, like right there. Make the guess. Denmark. Okay. So I guess the A with a circle over top of it is a Denmark thing as well. Guessing then it probably is a thing in Norway as well. Interesting, interesting. See, I always thought of it as a Swedish thing, but I guess maybe I'm completely wrong and it's not at all a Swedish thing. But there you go. We are in Denmark. Sad that I got that wrong. But now we know, well, now I know, Farup Summerland. Weren't we in a Summerland before? Weren't we in a Summerland in Sweden? I swear we were. It was somewhere like around here, around Oribro. Sorry. I missaid that on purpose, but then I realized that might be somewhat of a not nice thing to say to the nice people who probably live there. If you do live there, that's really cool, actually, because it's like just naming out a city in the blue, and someone's watching this that lives there. That's crazy. But there you go. If you've ever been to this water park as well, that's also pretty crazy. But I'm assuming you'd probably have to live kind of nearby, because really, by the looks of it, why would you go here if you didn't? It didn't look like the most exciting place on Earth, but there you go. Yeah, so we found ourselves in Farup. I don't know. Oh, Forup. Crap, I do know how to pronounce an A with a circle over top of it, right? It's an O. Okay, I'm a ding-dong. I forgot about that. Forup Summerland. Let's pretend it's an O, at least for now. I don't know if I'm 100% right on that. I don't know if I'm like any percent right on that, to be honest. So there you go. K-E-D. K-E-D? The hell word is K-E-D in it? Well, that's just a big mystery. 24, 23. My God, a lot of twos. A lot of 2,000 point guesses. This is cool. This is very cool. This is really nice, wherever this is. I like this place a whole lot. But where is it? Well, the marble floors always make me think of India. Are we in India? Well, but this is a really nice. It's a. This is a mosque, right? It's honestly, it's a bit hard for me to tell just because I'm not really super familiar with sort of the symbolism you would find inside a mosque. I think it is. I'm fairly certain. For me, it's at least easy to identify. If you're in a church, honestly, would I even be able to yeah, I mean, yeah. So I don't really know the symbolism that you would find inside a mosque. It's a little bit hard for me to tell. But I'm rather certain that is what this is, or at least this is some kind of. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how to end that sentence, to be honest. So I'm just not going to. But yeah. This is very, very. I mean, look how nice this place is. I mean, big towers here. Oh man. I mean, this is seriously like a really nice building. Like, oh man. Really, I like it a lot. Like, I really, really like this place. Where is this? And why haven't I heard of it? I mean, I don't know if it's like it's not like a wonder of the world, but it's like I'd travel. I would maybe make a trip to go see this place. I've seen some really cool places. Oh, there was that other really, really nice one in India as well. It was I think it was near Delhi, or New Delhi, should I say? And it was it was a really cool one with with a square moat around it, and there was a lot of gold. What is that place called? That place was so nice as well. So I am gonna go with India on this one. I'm gonna go with this sort of northern area over here, just because it makes me it reminds me of the other place that we were in India, the one that I just mentioned, actually, and the sort of marble floors make me think that as well. I mean, these sort of like really, really nice, sort of immaculate floors. I mean, just check that out. That is. I mean, not as much these ones, but even this area right over here, which isn't even part of that main building that we've got here, is like super, super nice. This picture is taken by Lutz Steputis, and not really familiar with where you would find someone who's named Lutz. Where would they be from? Maybe from here. I honestly don't know, but Lutz, that feels like maybe a German name. It's hard for me to tell, honestly. I don't really know, but that's just the name of the photographer. Which if you're a person who's traveling, that means that a person traveling is more likely to take pictures than a person not, right? usually that's the case. So I'm assuming that this is the name of a photographer that's just come here and done some a really awesome job looking all these pictures together and really taking some. I want to go back indoors because that was really where I. Oh, I mean, just look at this. I mean, seriously, these big giant pillars here, all these colors, and I mean, just check out this roof. I mean, it's like it's not pictures of things or people or like stuff like that. It's just patterns, but I don't know. There's something really nice about just seeing patterns. It's very cool. I mean, often if you look on sort of the roofs of very very nice churches, it's all sort of mosaics, paintings. I don't know, like frescoes. I forget what you call them of like of people, and that's very cool too. But here it's not that. It's really cool patterns, and I don't know. I kind of like that a lot. Like look at this. I don't know. This is really nice. I do enjoy looking at this a whole lot. I do think it's very very cool. So let's go figure out where this is. New Delhi. Sure, we're gonna go around there. Sort of like it's around. Sure, Meerut sounds good to me. Wow. Okay. Ooh, that is really cool. We're in Oman. Wow. Well, that is really really cool. Oman. Wow, we've been there once before, not here, but this area up here of Oman, which is super super neat. But wow, there you go. I really like that place. I want to find out what it's called. It's called Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque. Okay, so it was a mosque. Very very nice indeed. Wow, that was super super nice. Wow, 1951. Would I go to Oman? Yeah, I would. I would go to Oman, and I would probably see that because this is probably where I would go if I would go to Oman. The reason why I would go to Oman, I mean, I don't know anyone who's ever been there, and that's what seems to be the coolest part, right? I don't know anyone who's ever been to Oman, so I think it'd be really, really cool to go. And I mean, just check out. I mean, that was a really nice place. So there must be some other places too that are very nice as well. I don't know if Oman's a great place to go. I don't know if anyone's ever been there, but I mean, just by the look of that place alone, I'd say pretty cool. Again, by the look of that place alone. 2007 points, 1951. Okay, where are we in the world now? For whatever reason, my first thought was Central Park, but now looking at the trees, I'm like, absolutely not. What kind of a guess is that? Okay, KEO. What? KEO. Oh no. It was KEDO. KEDO. What? Maybe it's KUDO, like UK. So S? Singapore. We're in Singapore, aren't we? Kudos. Alright. Singapore seems right. I mean, this actually, now looking at it, having Singapore on the mind, makes this seem all too clear. Okay, well, there you go. I'm guessing this is Singapore, but I kind of want to get out of here to see a little bit more. So we're going to go over here. Maersk. No, nothing there. S could be a lot of places, though. Like near the airport. Boy. Okay, so West Coast Ferry. Harbor Drive. KED. I don't know. See, that's a bit hard. City Garden. Okay, we've got that. What have we got over here? Boy, I don't know. Can we read something here? Community come together, thriving. What is this? Does this skyline say anything to me on this sign? No, and I can't really read this. I don't really know what that says. Maybe we'll get it on the other sign. Oh no. .sg. I'm guessing that's probably Singapore. rparks.gov.singapore or sg.ciag. Yeah, I would. National parks, and again, I can't really see anymore. So yeah, I'm guessing this is Singapore. Kudos. Yeah, that seems to make sense to me, right? SG Singapore. Where else could SG be, really? Can I come up with another country that has S and G in the name? Can you guys? I mean, probably. There probably are others that I just can't think of right now. but Singapore seems to make the most sense. Why am I looking for other countries with S and G in the name? I don't really know why I'm doing that. So we're going to go with Singapore, which is down here. Singapore, and where in Singapore are we? I mean, we're in a park, so maybe the Botanical Gardens. Maybe we're to a certain extent there. We are near the airport area, which is this airport right over here. So we're probably in... I mean, this is a golf course. I thought the airport was around here near Woodlands, but I guess I'm wrong about that. I guess maybe, I don't know. I mean, we're near, yeah, we're kind of near the airport. So I guess I have to guess that, right? Did it say, or maybe we're near some sort of boat thing. Over here, no, that doesn't seem right. I don't want to guess the golf course, the golf club either. I don't want to guess there. I'm gonna go with right over here in this botanical garden area, and just kind of go there. No, that's the gardens, like around here near Swan Lake. Sure, that seems not really right, but I mean, honestly, how am I gonna guess where we are? We're kind of stuck in this park area as far as I can tell, and I don't think we can really leave. So let's make the guess, and the answer is close to that, actually. Interestingly, we're here. What, really? Okay, that's where I guessed. We're here. It just seems a bit strange, I must say. McDonald's West Coast Park. I mean, this area doesn't quite look right. I mean, it might be right because, see, I mean, look at this thing, but all this greenery, is that what this is? There's a McDonald's in here? I didn't see that. Maybe this area is supposed to be green. I don't really know. Maybe it's just wrongly colored. It looks like it could be supposed to be green, but, you know, I didn't really get that. So, kudos. Kudos is the thing. That's congratulations for at least getting the hidden code right. So thank you very much for that. I of course did not get all the locations right. I got 2 of the countries wrong. I got the D and the O wrong, but there you go. So 60-29. That gives me a final score of 15,049. We were in, well, let's go in order. Kazakhstan, got that right. Very easy license plate. If I had not seen that, I would have gotten it wrong. It probably would have went with Azerbaijan. Probably would have went with that, honestly. So, Kazakhstan, very cool. We were down over here on this reservoir. Then we were in, oh god, I got the country wrong on that. I forgot I guessed Ireland and not Scotland on this one. So I got the country wrong on 3 of them. I got the country on the U, D, and O. Man, that sucks. Ireland. It's actually in England, UK is what it was, so it was a U. And this area right over here, Fountains Abbey. Ooh, that was pretty darn cool. Then we were in not Sweden, but Denmark, in Forup, Summerland. Oh, wow, very, very cool. Or Sommerland, as I feel like pronouncing it, because there's sort of, I don't know, S-O-M-M-E-R. I don't know, to me, that's pronounced Sommer, but I don't really know. I don't really know how to pronounce words, so, you know, don't trust me. Then we are in India. Well, we weren't in India. I guessed India, near New Delhi, but we weren't in India. We were in Oman, which is super cool. Muscat, there you go. And we were in Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque. That was a really, really nice place. And finally, we found ourselves in Singapore, right near this area, some kind of a port area here, I'm assuming. I mean, look at this. It's got to be a port, I'm imagining. And there's a McDonald's in this park, which is pretty sweet. I mean, it's sort of weird, but, you know, there you go. Very, very nice indeed. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. And as always, I will be seeing you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh, yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo, yeah. Have a good one.